Hey, family. Much love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for taking the time to check in and watch. Just know there are no coincidence, but I really do appreciate it. There are two topics, real quick, that I want to speak about. If you're watching me, you're definitely spiritual. Okay, let me just say that. For I myself, I don't like to be confined in a box. When it comes to titles. Um, and I definitely do not like to be controlled when it comes to the word religion. Okay, um, been there, done that. I was raised in church, so I know what that's all about. But one other wonderful things about me having that background, being raised up in church, you know, um, I you know learned about God, and I learned about Christ, better known as, Jesus, Yeshua. And even though I, learned about Christ, better known as the Messiah, there were still things that I still did not know because I was operating in the carnal and not the spiritual. And when the pastor be preaching, to me, all I was getting was milk. Okay, there wasn't much meat um, coming from the lessons that I learned in church. And I like to be led by the Spirit when I'm speaking about topics, family. A lot of times I can really go left field and don't know why I'm going there, but it's a reason for it. You know, um, but my take on with the church system, and I can't speak for all, but this is what I have noticed. It has a religion aspect of it. And, I think about, you know, it loves to remind the flock of fear. Um, and there's also a controlling aspect of it as well. You do this, and if you don't do this, God's not going to bless you. It's so many different ways of church look at blessings. Um, we always hear about give and receive. And yes, I do believe in that. Okay, there are all kind of ways of giving. Let me just say that. And it's not always just about money. There are all kind of ways of sowing seeds. A lot of people have the money, but they still don't sow seed of kindness. They don't do things for all the right reasons. Let me just say that. But anyway, when I came to my spiritual awakening, that's when I realized all the time when I was in church, all those years, the things that I know now, I didn't know then. And I realized I was really receiving a lot of, spiritual milk. And that's pretty spiritual milk, the way I perceive it to be, is pretty much, if you have not had the experience, when you have an experience and you can relate to the word, that's spiritual meat because you can relate to it and you have an experience. But spiritual milk is pretty much just hearsay. It's like somebody telling you a story, but and you can believe it, okay? But you're taking it in, but you have not experienced it, and even though they're talking about it, you still cannot really understand it, okay? And also having experience as far as one being spiritual, you know, the lesson alone. It's like spiritual meat when you share it with others. But the thing about it, when you share it with others, can they relate to it? Because if not, it's going to go on deaf ears. And the things that you will experience spiritually, as far as having your own personal experiences, you're not going to learn that in the church. Okay? You're not going to learn that in the church. The church is just pretty much the Bible, and that's it. Okay? And anything outside the Bible, don't look into that. That's taboo. That's not of God, which is not true. There are all kind of esoteric books out here. The people having their experiences, that they're writing books, and they're sharing their experiences. And if you too have your experiences, you can relate to it. Okay? You can relate to it. So it's pretty much like you receiving spiritual meat, because you can relate to it. And you're taking in the information. And it is too also helping, your DNA also to awaken you. But one must receive it. Now, I know I said 2 topics, but it might end up being 4 chopped up. Okay? It might end up being 4 chopped up. But I'm just letting many of you know, because I have like new people watching me. Your sister, I do have a background as far as, growing up in church. So I know all about that. And I read the word for myself from the beginning to the end. So I know the word for myself. So I don't be on here just to be talking. And I do honor the Most High God. Let me just say that. And I also acknowledge, Yeshua. I do acknowledge, the Son. Yes, indeed. Okay? And I've had my own personal experience with Yeshua for myself in the spirit realm. So I know, that which is called Jesus, the Son is real. Because I had my own personal experience, and can nobody take that from me. Now, I don't know about many of you, but lately for me, I feel like my appetite's been changing. I don't know if it's due to Ascension. A lot of people talking about Ascension. And I do believe in, the Ascension, this phenomenon that's called Ascension. For one thing, a lot of us are receiving these downloads, and these energies are, coming upon the earth from the sun. And it is quickening many of your spirit. I mean, your inner man, it's really helping to awaken humanity big time. Many people, the light bulb is coming on. Let me just say that. And everybody are having their own experiences, which is a beautiful thing. Many people are, everybody waking up on their own timing. Let me just say that. But not only are you waking up, but you're having these symptoms. And that's natural also. I mean, I've been having them off and on, but lately for me, I've been feeling this sensation on my face, on my left side of my face, and like below my eye, on the left side of my face. I've been feeling this tingling sensation. Now, I do have seasonal allergies, but this feeling right here, it feels tingly, and it kind of feels like something's crawling on your face, but of course, nothing is never on my face, and I keep rubbing my face. And I kept, brushing it off, thinking, well, it might just be allergies, but I don't like to do a whole lot of, assuming anything. I can't fact check with my higher self. And when I did, the spirit letting me know these are just Ascension symptoms. And it's going to affect everybody differently. Everybody is going to have their own. I've had many different, Ascension symptoms since I've come into my spiritual awakening. But lately, I've been experiencing that, as I stayed on the left side of my face, below my eye, like around my cheek area. I've been feeling this feeling of a tingling sensation, on my cheeks, and I keep rubbing my face, and it comes back. But anyway, I take allergy medicine. It will still be there, so I know it's something. It's not allergies, okay? 'Cause I take the medicine, and I will still feel it. And then also I noticed my appetite has been changing in the mornings. The other day, my mom, she still like her bacon, okay? And this is an unjudging zone, all right? Um, when I woke up, and I was smelling something. At first I didn't know it was bacon. All I know, I was smelling something that she was cooking in the kitchen, and it turned me off. I felt like I had to puke, and the fact that I was feeling like that, I knew that whatever she was cooking, it was something that I did not need to take in and ingest. And so I went in the kitchen, and yeah, lo and behold, she was cooking breakfast, and it just happened to be bacon being one of them. And that smell turned me off. I kid you not. It turned me off. So the point I'm trying to make is, lately in the mornings, my stomach has been very. It's like my senses is has increased. Like your sense of smell. It's like I've been feeling very sensitive in the mornings. And also feeling quite nauseous, just not really having an appetite. And I'm eating smaller portion of meals in the morning as well. So I don't know if many of you been feeling like this in the morning lately. I'm 51 years old, so no, your sister is not expecting. Okay, I've been practicing abstinence. I'm protecting my energy. So, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm not expecting to be birthing no child, but I'm birthing something. Believe that it's spiritual. Okay, it's spiritual. But I truly believe it's part of the ascension symptoms. As far as not having a big appetite in the morning, eating smaller portion of meals. Lately, I've been, desiring like smoothies. I can see myself, having a cup of tea and having a smoothie on the side, and that'll do me until later for lunch. And I might start doing that. You have to listen to your body and give your body what it wants. Because you don't, please know your body's gonna let you know, I don't want this. You're gonna puke it up, or you're gonna have an upset stomach. Because see, the change is going on inside of you. So that's why you're feeling the way you're feeling. You're having all these different symptoms. The change is going on inside of you. A lot of you, your body probably vibrating like crazy, and that's a good thing. Okay, that's a wonderful thing. Your body vibrating. Go with the flow. Don't even question it. Just go with the flow. Okay, I want to change the subject real quick. This might be the last topic that I want to speak about. Um, Let me say this real quick. If many of you have a rose quartz crystal, a rose, okay? Now, if you're not into crystals, don't worry about it. I'm not talking to you, okay? But for those who know about crystals, know about the healing properties of crystals, how they work, if you have a rose quartz, this is really good to sleep with. Or you can sleep with it on you, or it can be up on your pillow. If many of you feel like you have a lot of healing work that you need to be doing, because healing is very good. It's good to release those things that you're still holding on to, because one thing about not releasing, it's hard for us to really grow and to receive more energies that are coming upon the earth, because you know we have a lot of baggage inside of us as well that needs to be released, and energy needs to flow. And when that energy is stagnant, it can affect us. Okay, it can hinder our progress. So it's really good to have one of these on you, whether you wear it as a necklace or just at night. Put it under your pillow, and sleep with it. You'd be surprised how the thought what will come upon your mind when you're resting. All of a sudden you have like these thoughts about the past that will come upon you, that you would think about. It might be about somebody that you ain't talked to in a long time, and you never know. There can be some hidden wounds that are still lying within your subconscious about somebody that you probably haven't forgiven. Maybe somebody could have said something to you that you took it in, and it had affected you in a negative way. and you moving forward your life, but you have forgotten all about it. I have noticed since I've been, sleeping with this crystal, right? For one thing, I sleep real good. Let me just say that. But also, I noticed it would be a lot of things or events that had happened in my past. I forgot all about it, and for some reason, it would resurface in my dreams. And I'm very conscious, so I would see things for what it is, and I would say I would bless that experience, and I would say thank you for the lesson, and I forgive and I release. I definitely am conscious of doing that. Okay. You don't be thinking about people for no reason, especially if you had like a negative experience with them, harsh words between each other, or maybe they said something to you that affected you in a negative way. See it for what it is instead of just, thinking negatively back at that person. Things happen for whatever reason, but it is for you to see it for what it is. And, love is the highest frequency. So, send love to that thought. Um, Bless that person. That's right. Bless them and say thank you for the lesson and release and let it go. Okay. For me, uh, I've been having these experiences lately, things that have been buried deep in my subconscious, and it would come up, and I would definitely bless it and send it back to the light and be in a state of gratitude for the lesson. So I just want to share it with somebody who may need that message. Okay. Try to get to that place for such a time as this, not to be holding on to the baggage of yesterday. Okay. And not only are you my brothers and sisters in the spirit, and I love you, okay, but you know, I don't know how you see yourself, but I definitely see myself as chosen. There's life and death in the power of our tongue, and it's not so much about what a person say that you are, as far as how they view you. It's how you view yourself. A lot of times, we speak highly of other people, but we never speak highly about ourselves. So that being said, start speaking life over yourself, family. Say that you are awesome, you are smart, you are divine, you are blessed, you are abundant. Say all of these things to you. And most importantly, look in the mirror and stare at yourself and say these things about you. It doesn't make you arrogant. It doesn't make you cocky. You know, um, this is you paying homage to yourself and you speaking life over yourself. And if I was to sit here, let me just say this real quick. If I would just sit here and say, I'm awesome, you know, um, I am all that in a bag of chips. I am, just wonderful. I'm the greatest. I'm smart. If I was to sit here and say all of these things about myself, okay, and I just said them, somebody would feel some type of way. Why she bragging for her? Darn. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way about yourself, but why you bragging about it? Why you talking about it for? Somebody would feel like that by watching somebody see all these awesome things that they feel about themselves. And you know what? It's not them. It's what's inside of them. Any of us can receive attachments, especially if you're at a low place in your life. Any of us can receive attachments, but it's for you to see it for what it is, and try to renew your mind and get back in your heart space and raise your frequency. So whatever it is that's attached to you will jump off of you because it was no part of your light. But it's really what's inside of a person's family to make them act ugly. It's not the person. Even the word let us know what we're wrestling with. It is not physical, it's spiritual. So keep that in mind when you cross paths with people that may come across you sideways and you don't know why they're doing that. At first, you're like, what in the world? You don't know me. What's your problem? Be mindful, okay? Wow, my light must be very bright because whatever's inside of them doesn't like me. Most importantly, it doesn't like the light that is within me. So keep that in mind, family. The power that be wants to trigger you and bring you down to its level so you can be spiritually attacked. But when you see things for what it is, family, you're not gonna go there. Okay, you're gonna keep yourself up here and let it stays down here. And even an individual is being used because they're very low vibrational, and what's inside of them wants to attack you, but it's not them, it's what's inside of them. So getting back when, for instance, if a person is speaking highly of themselves online, they can affect people. People don't want to hear that. If I say I'm chosen, somebody would be like, and so who cares? Or they may feel like, well, why you keep saying it? Why you keep saying it? You ain't better than me. It's not the person, it's what's inside of them that wants to attack you because they see that you love yourself and your light within you is bright because you're speaking life of yourself. You're thinking highly of yourself. So at the end of the day, it's what's inside people that makes them act the way they act and say the things that they say. So try not to take it too personal, family. Right? If you walk in this walk to where your life has changed and you're in your mind, you don't think the way you used to think, you don't move how you used to move, you become more spiritual, you're more of a loner now, you left the clubs alone, you don't drink anymore. I mean, you just, as the words say, behold, he make all things new. If you just find yourself just, walking this new path, let me just say that, and you see yourself as a chosen person, a lot of time people, they wouldn't want to be around you because they may not say, they don't like the light that's within you, but it's something inside of them that does not like the way you're moving because, like I said, it's the darkness that is within them that has them feeling some type of way about you. So, because jealousy, is not of love. It really isn't. When I think about jealousy, I think about competition. There is no competition where there's love. There's no competition whatsoever. So, think highly of yourself. Continue to speak life of yourself. And continue to get those answers. Okay? Continue to get those answers. Because it's nothing like hearing other people talk, but if when it comes to their own personal experiences, but it's just as awesome when you have your own. And then you can watch somebody like me that's speaking about their testimony and you can relate to it. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. But also keep in mind, everybody's experiences are going to be different as well. So I do see many of you as chosen. I feel like for such a time as this, many of you are waking up. But it is for you to see for what it is and get out here and put the work in so you can continuously evolve. Many of you, the eyes are the ones for our soul. So that being said, many of you are seeing changes in your eyes. That is for you to know what that change is. I'm not going to tell you. You can see it in a person. But many of you are definitely, the light within you is definitely bright and it shows. Because the light cannot be hidden. It's going to radiate. Please know that. Because the Most High God is within his children. That special light is going to show one way or another. Please know that. And when people see it, they're going to be jealous of you. They're going to criticize you. Going to badmouth you. It's just something inside of them wants to attack you. But remember, it's not them, it's what's inside of them. Okay? I'm sending you all much love and light and healing your way. I'm walking with you, I'm not in front of you. And, continuously to put the work in and also continue to worship the Most High God in spirit and in truth. And it's not lip service, okay? It's all about action and going within yourself and having a relationship. A lot of people want to be seen amongst man. How about you be seen within yourself? Go within yourself. Make that a priority because you are a priority, okay? Make that a priority because you are a priority to God. He wants his children to rise up, okay, out of this 3D hell. Let me just say that. Out of this dense 3D entrapment cage. Definitely when you're praying, not only seek wisdom, but ask the Most High God to help you to see through this illusion as well. Love you, family. I will be back with another video. I just want to take time to let many of you know that I've been experiencing a lot of these little ascension symptoms, and they will happen off and on, by and by, but please know they're going to happen. If many of you sun gaze, continue to sun gaze. If many of you know all about planting your feet, definitely get outside and get barefooted and just, stand there and get in tune with Earth Gaia, okay? Let her send up her, healing energies from the earth so it can go up your body, go through your body, shall I say, and it will help to ground you, and also you will receive also other amazing benefits by grounding and planting your feet on Earth Gaia. I'm definitely planning on going to the park maybe later today and get this in myself. I think it's planning on raining today, but anyway, just get near nature, period. All right, nature heals like no other. And it's nothing like getting out there near nature, being near your ancestors, okay? The trees are talking. They want you to touch them. They want you to talk to them. And they just want you to commune with them, okay? Because trees are full of knowledge. Please know that. All right. Peace and love to you all. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And bye for now. Love and light. Loving blessings to you all. Peace.